Dear D.Ed students, B.Ed students and in-service teachers, welcome back to English language class. Today our topic of discussion is ICT in ELT. Well friends, we all are aware that technological explosion is worldwide. ICT being used in all walks of life. Today let's explore what, why and how of ICT. When we say what is ICT, why we want to use ICT in English language teaching, and if we want to use, how we are going to use. What are the different tools which will help us to use ICT in English language. To begin the discussion, let's first look into what does ICT stand for. Now, ICT is Information Communication Technology. ICT, I repeat, is Information Communication Technology. Well, ICT refers to technologies that provide access to information through telecommunications. So, it is trying to provide information through telecommunications. Then ICT primarily focuses on communication technologies such as internet, wireless, networks, cell phones and other communication medium. So, the use of cell phones have changed our lives. So, with this internet, computer, cell phone, how best we can integrate this in our English language teaching so that we can create an interactive, interesting classrooms for our children. Now, ELT means English language teaching. Now, before I proceed to the question, why ICT? Well friends, now we need a cell phone or a smartphone to be in touch with our friends, family. If we want to listen to music, we need an iPad. We use internet to communicate with our family members, friends, Facebook, we use Facebook, WhatsApp. We are using all modern technology for social network. And we look for new brands. We don't want to lag behind. We want to use all latest technology, but we are using that in social networking. Even clothing, we want to wear latest clothes. Now we know that in women area, Kalankari print is going on, and nobody want to lag behind. So, when so much change is happening in society, why should there be no change in our teaching? Why should we still go for chalk and talk method? Why should not we bring these instruments of technology into our classrooms? If we want to bring these instruments of technology into our classroom, how well we can do with ease? That's what we are trying to discuss today in this session. Now, information, the topic as I said is Information Communication Technology in English Language Teaching, ICT in ELT. Okay? The rationale behind using ICT in ELT. When I say rationale, answers the question, why ICT in ELT? Why we want to use ICT in ELT? Let's see. There are several reasons for using technology in language teaching. This is by Sharma and Barrett, 2007. So, it is not one reason, there are several, many reasons which tells us that using technology in language teaching is effective. Worldwide, research has shown that ICT can facilitate better teaching, leading to improved student learning. So, when the teaching is better, the learning also is effective. ICT facilitates the teacher to create an interesting learner-friendly environment. So, we are talking now teacher as a guide, friend, philosopher, supervisor. So, we want to create a friendly environment. What do we mean by friendly environment? Where students can exchange their ideas with ease. And technology is motivating. This we know, we agree, all of us agree that technology is motivating. It is convenient, omnipresent, present everywhere, effective, economic. At a time, large number of students can be trained. It offers possibility to work autonomously. What do you mean by autonomously? Independently. You can work independently on a computer and complete your course. Now, here we see in the picture students sitting in front of the computers doing different tasks. Watch how concentrating they are. There is no need for the teacher to tell them, come on, complete your work, don't talk, no. And we have observed this in the classrooms. When the students are in front of the computer, they are very much interested, concentration is maintained, and they only the thing is pre-planning by the teacher is very, very essential. Giving directions to the children, what they have to look for, what exercise they have to do. A little preparation by the teacher can make the classroom very effective and productive. Let's move forward. Now, one can interact and collaborate with others. Now, collaboration. Collaboration means 3 or 4 people working together. So, you can interact, you can complete a project or a task together. Here for teachers, you can prepare a lesson plan in collaboration. This saves time and also you get better ideas. There is a saying, one mind is better, always, 2 minds are always better than 1 mind. When 2 or 3 people come together, more ideas will come. So, 2 minds are always better than 1 mind. So, and not only the ideas, but also your work becomes easy. So, collaboration helps in bringing better goods. Instant feedback on language performance in various tasks and exercises. Instant feedback, immediately, the feedback is immediate on language performance in various tasks and exercises. There is a special software for learning language, and also there are some exercises where as the student answers the question or the exercise immediately, the assessment comes. It says correct, and there is an applause like clapping hands, which tells us that the student's action or the student's performance is right, or the student has answered the question right. The moment the student listens this applause, he gets motivated. He feels happy. Wow, I completed. My answer is correct. Then he is self-motivated. He moves further for the next task. This kind of learning we want in the classrooms, not monotonous. We want active learners in the classroom. Now, it made exchange of thought. What is it? ICT. ICT made exchange of thoughts, ideas, experiences and feelings much easier. This is true. Now, we are going to listen to an audio by a 10th grader, a native of America. Let's listen to this.
Hello, my name is Jay Bowenpally, and I'm a 10th grader living in the U.S. This year, we were issued laptops by our school, and we're allowed to take them home as well as use them in class. We've been using them quite a bit, specifically in English. When we read a piece of literature, we often use them to research the time period or author that the piece of literature was written by. We also use them to look at cultural and political settings. This allows us to better understand the literature and go more in depth. Sometimes we even watch modern interpretations of the literature, such as plays or movies. This gives us a visual representation of what the author is trying to make, as well as different ideas of how other people interpreted the author's work. As well as using laptops to gain information, we use them to present information to the rest of the class. One example of this was when we read the book The Canterbury Tales. It's a novel that consists of many short stories, and instead of the entire class reading each story, the class was divided into different groups. Each group would read a tale and research it in depth, then create a presentation and present it to the rest of the class. This not only allowed each group to get a very deep understanding of their specific tale, but also for the entire class to learn the material that was in the book without having to read each tale, which would have taken a lot more time. We use laptops quite a bit in class, but we also use them when we get home. We use them to turn in assignments on Google Classroom, such as essays we have to write, or other assignments such as research. It also allows us to go more in depth in things that we're interested in. For example, we might have a research assignment about a specific author, and while it's not required to learn more about the political setting or cultural differences, we might do it anyway because we're interested in learning. Technology creates an environment where it's easy to access information as well as to share it with others, and this is essential for learning. Thank you for listening.
It was lovely to listen, and he has exchanged his ideas and experiences of using technology in the classroom. It was nice of him. When I requested him for a 2 minutes audio where I wanted him to speak how they are using technology in the classroom, in English language classroom. And he promptly obliged and promptly sent the audio, which I am able to use it here. What I did, I asked him to mail the audio. This is on mobile recording. In this session, my emphasis is on using a mobile phone as a teaching aid to help the learners develop listening, speaking, reading and writing skills, because mobile is easy, convenient, and each and every teacher has a mobile phone. So this idea, I got this idea, then I said, asked this boy who is studying 10th grade, and he has sent this audio sharing his experiences. We were talking that ICT helps in sharing the experiences, and and the activity which I was talking, collaboration, he's talking about the group work which each group has done about a lesson, and they presented using their laptops, and this made the work easy, and each one could get the in-depth understanding of the complete lesson. This is what collaboration means. So once the audio I received, I received the audio through my email, I downloaded it and just inserted in the PowerPoint. Now we will talk about mobile recording as we pass on, more about it, how we are going to use it in the classrooms for recording students' voices and helping them to listen and speak, and also if we can frame some questions later stages where they can do writing also. Now it offers authentic and motivating materials directly usable from the internet. Now motivating, it is ICT here. You can directly download and use it. Now we will watch a video which I have downloaded from the internet. It is a poem of Sarojini Naidu.
Lightly, oh lightly, we bear her along. She sways like a flower in the wind of our song. She skims like a bird on the foam of a stream. She floats like a laugh from the lips of a dream. Gaily, oh gaily, we glide and we sing. We bear her along like a pearl on a string. Softly, oh softly, we bear her along. She hangs like a star in the dew of our song. She springs like a beam on the brow of the tide. She falls like a tear from the eyes of a bride. Lightly, oh lightly, we glide and we sing. We bear her along like a pearl on a string.
Well, friends, it's lovely. We all enjoyed this poem written by Sarojini Naidu, The Nightingale of India. This type of poems helps to break the monotony. The music is lovely and the class becomes enjoyable, and we can give additional information about the poet and make the class more interesting. And such videos are available on the YouTube. So simply downloading and using them on a laptop or on a computer. This will talk. The practical aspects of how we can do it in the classroom will talk. A lot of persons can get education and training simultaneously at low cost. I repeat, a lot of persons can get education and training simultaneously at low cost. So this is what I was speaking, economy, like language labs, where the students can get training in listening and speaking at a time. Then computer labs, where with pre-preparation we can make the students work on different tasks. A judicious use of ICT tools to teach English boosts learning in terms of attitudes, autonomy, and ethnicity. Judicious use, right use, appropriate use. It helps to develop positive attitudes among the students. What do we mean by positive attitudes? Willingness to work, willingness to learn, willingness to read more books. This kind of attitude we should be in a position to develop. Now, integration of ICT in language teaching and learning is not a method, but a medium in which a variety of methods, approaches, pedagogical philosophies may be implemented. I repeat, integration of ICT in language teaching and learning is not a method, but it is a medium in which a variety of approaches, methods, and pedagogical philosophies may be implemented. So it is a medium through which a number of philosophies, methods, approaches can be implemented. Now let's look at approaches, facilities, and tools of ICT. CALI. CALI, C-A-L-I, means Computer Assisted Language Instruction. Using computers, giving instruction to the students in language. Now these are very popular, and these need special software, and if we have access to this software, computer assisted language instruction is easy. And of course there are some videos on the internet where you can get training in pronunciation, speaking, reading. Some videos are free of cost, and that as we proceed we will talk about it. Now CAL, C-A-L-L, Computer Assisted Language Learning. Learners using the computer and trying to enhance their skills. Our language labs are an example of this. Now here we see the students in front of the computers and they have their headphones, and watch them carefully. Well, here we see students attentively listening, and you can also see the teachers moving around and guiding and supervising the students. CALA, Computer Assisted Language Assessment. So with the help of computers, the performance of the students can be assessed, and the TOEFL exam where the students write is an example of that. Blogs, wiki, email facilities, digital libraries, digital storytelling. All these are some of the facilities available. Now take this for the assignment. What are these? Digital libraries, digital storytelling. Browse on the net and try to find out the information. Digital libraries, we have talked about it at length in our previous lesson. Try to recollect that, browse the internet, collect the information, and try to answer these questions. Now, MAL, Mobile Assisted Language Learning. Using a mobile phone, we can learn language. M-learners means mobile learners. Use mobile device, education technology at their time convenience. So they use the mobile and try to learn the language at their convenient time. There is no specific time. At the convenience of the learner, he uses the mobile phone and learns the language, and this also requires special language. It is a form of special software, not language. Mobile phones where the mobile learner is learning needs a special software. It is a form of distance education. Mobile learning is a form of distance education. MOOCs, M-O-O-C-S, we pronounce it MOOCs. Now, you find such a word and you are not able to, you don't know how to pronounce it. The best way is type the word, look for its meaning, then you get the meaning as well as there is a symbol. When you click on the symbol, you get the pronunciation. Virtual classrooms, documentaries, tablets, iPads, digital notebooks. We will discuss some of them. MOOC, Massive Open Online Courses. These are free online courses available to anyone to enroll. These are really very interesting courses. I have enrolled myself and I completed 2 courses in this. One is Living Happily. The other one is Resume Writing, where we get chance to listen to the videos, and self-assessment takes place, and also peer assessment is there. You can exchange your thoughts, you can exchange your ideas. Once you subscribe for this, you get you get messages when new courses are coming up. In February, more courses are there. You can just type MOOC on the net, and the whole lot of information just opens to you. And there are a number of courses. You can select a course, and the best part of it is you can do it at your convenience. You can work in the night, morning, afternoon, whenever you are free. So, and you try to get more information. So look for the course which you think will help you, in which you want more information, more skills. When I looked for resume, I wanted to know what are the different ways of writing resumes, how best we can write a resume. So really it helped me. And these courses, if you pay the fee, they give you the certificate, but if you just want to increase your knowledge, there is no fee. So you can enroll in it. Just try this. Smartphones. This we are very familiar. Recorded audio video material. This recorded audio video material is of immense help to a language teacher. So the more we can use them, the better interactive classrooms we can make. and online spoken tutorials are also available. ICT, now let us examine ICT tools and their functions. Use of multimedia. Now, what do we mean by multimedia? Very often we use this term. The present lesson which is going on is a multimedia, example of multimedia. Now, now let us listen to a poem, The Naughty Boy, class 6th.
There was a naughty boy and a naughty boy was he. He ran away to Scotland, the people there to see. That a song was as merry, that a cherry was as red. There was a naughty boy and a naughty boy was he. He ran away to Scotland, the people there to see. Was as weighty, that Costco was as 80, that a door was as wooden as in England. There was a naughty boy and a naughty boy was he. He ran away to Scotland, the people there to see. So he stood in his shoes and he wondered, he wondered. He stood in his shoes and he wondered, he wondered. There was a naughty boy and a naughty boy was he. He ran away to Scotland, the people there to see. There was a naughty boy and a naughty boy was he. He ran away to Scotland, the people there to see.
Well, friends, lovely poem. The music is so impressive. Now, these poems are done in collaboration with SCERT and Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, in collaboration with SCERT, has developed these poems, and SCERT has supplied these poems to all the schools, and I wish more teachers are using these poems. And if some of you are not aware of this, please check with your HM if you have access to that poems, or else you can contact SCERT for a CD of these poems. First, you check in the schools whether the CD is available. If it is available in service teachers, please use them. Now, this can be used on a mobile if the audio is copied on a mobile. First, the audio need to be transferred to your mobile through email, then you can play it. So, the audio from the CD in the computer, play it in the computer and try to copy it to the mobile. How do we do it? So, play it on the computer, send the audio by mail to the mobile. Once the audio is mailed to the mobile, then you can play it. And why on a mobile? Having this on a mobile helps you to play whenever you want. If you want to play the CD, you need to have a CD player or a computer. If we can play these poems on our mobiles, it is more convenient. Now, not only the in-service teachers, maybe the pre-service teachers like D.Ed students, B.Ed students, when you go to schools for your lesson plan, for practice lessons, please try to use this. Okay, let's move forward. What is multimedia? It is a content that uses a combination of different content forms such as text, audio, images, animations, video and interactive content. So, that is what I was telling. The lesson which we are doing now is an example of multimedia. You can interact, you can ask questions. There is a text, there is audio, there are images, we are using videos. Multimedia includes audio visual aids and newspapers. Audio visual aids can be two types, unimodal, bimodal. When we say unimodal, the examples of unimodal are radio, tape recorder, slide projector. In unimodal, only one perception. Either you can see or hear, listen or watch. Yeah, unimodal, you can hear or listen, see, watch, one perception. Either you can hear or either you can see. Now, more examples of unimodal overhead projector, gramophone, microphone, radio. Now, radio and gramophone have become obsolete. When we say obsolete, that is out of date. We are no more using them. Now, overhead projector, this is a very good tool for a classroom teacher. You can keep the transparencies underneath the light and it gets focused. It is a machine that has a light inside it and makes the writing or pictures on a sheet of plastic appear on a screen or wall. This is about overhead projector. This is from Cobalt Advanced English Dictionary. Bimodal, smartphone, iPad, tablet, laptop, CD player, television, video tape recorder. All this comes under bimodal, where you can have listen and watch. Developing LSRW using smartphones. Let's listen to Arshita, 8th grader living in Hyderabad.
Here to tell about internet influence on kids. Modern children under the age of 13 are growing up in a world where the internet is in their daily lives. Approximately 30 million children and adolescents go online annually, making them the largest groups of people to rely on it. Internet has grown to be a central part of life, utilized in homes, schools, business, libraries, among others. For children, the use of internet is in doing schoolwork, communicating, playing video games, watching movies, and listening music. The heavy reliance on it has both positive and negative effects. The use of internet by children influence their academic outcomes positively. The internet facilitates access to additional information on the different subjects taught in class. When children spend their time in reading the wide array of materials, they become better equipped with their classes.
Friends, we have listened to the 8th grader talking on use of internet. Now, here, if we can record students' voices on the mobile, this we have recorded in mobile, and if we can make it a regular classroom practice, maybe if we can spend first 5 minutes the practice of listening and speaking using the mobile. The teacher records the students reading passage or a talk and place it in the class so that all the other students can listen. So here the student who speaks gets speaking practice and also listening practice when the whole lot of class is listening. Then we can change with this activity with the sometimes the student can announce the name, or sometimes the student can just talk and we can ask the students to guess who is speaking. We can also, in the beginning, let's not ask any questions, let the students listen, and let more and more students get motivated. If we can practice every day the first 5 minutes, maybe for 1 month, and watch the result. What we need, we want the students to get motivated. We find more and more students coming forward to record their voice. So when they are recording their voice, when they are reading a passage, so they are getting practice in reading. When they are listening, they get practice in listening. Now, the girl which we have listened just now, Arshita, she read this for 5 times. She read first time, she said, she herself said, no, I am not satisfied. Then she wanted to do it again second time. I said, it's good, but she said no. Then she went on. She said, I made a mistake here. I shouldn't have paused there. So this kind of self-evaluation helps the students to learn better. Here the student wants to do, wants to learn. If we can create this atmosphere in the classroom, our lessons will be successful. So friends, let's try, let's make a beginning for this recording students' voice. And sometimes we can record the voice of our colleagues, maybe the science teacher who takes classes for this same class. Maybe she has a small talk about the performance of students, or positive comments of the students. Then let us not announce the name, play the audio, let the students guess, and they'll feel happy to listen to all the positive comments. So the class becomes enjoyable, interesting, and students are eager to learn further. Now this is iPad and tablet. Then television. Television brings outside world into the classroom. So we know, most of us are familiar with the television lessons which are going on continuously now, and we also know how effective media it is. So friends, let's use these tools for making our classrooms interesting. Apart from broadcasting lessons, it's a rich source of information. Computers in language learning and teaching. Now, this is another important tool which we are using. A computer can help us in reading, performing many exercises to enhance the reading comprehension, to help the learners develop the speaking and listening skills, and even writing skills. Because if you want to write a letter, the computer shows you the format, different formats from which you can show. How does a computer work? It is like our brain. It is programmed. It is asked to do certain tasks, so it is able to do. So now in each school there is a computer lab. Then how are we going to use this? Maybe if we can fix one day for computer lab, and the teacher prepares earlier what the students are going to do in the computer lab. For this, teacher needs little preparation. There are on the internet some exercises which the students can use, and these exercises the teacher need to pick up. And we can also ask the students to type a paragraph on the Word or Notepad. So this kind of activity helps to break the monotony, and the students love to learn English language. And what I wish is each and every English teacher possesses a laptop. I am sure most of you have mobile phones, smartphones. Then you need to acquire one laptop. Then you can do wonders, not only in the social life, but in your school. You stand distinct as an English language teacher using the modern technology and making the classrooms interactive and interesting. So, why to lag behind? Let's start using technology in the classrooms. Now, this is the desktop, the picture of laptop. As I said, a computer works. A computer is programmed means it has been given a set of specific instructions. The computer can check spelling errors, grammar errors, wrong collocations. The computer can identify a sentence that lacks cohesion. It can provide information on how to write a letter, other routine documents. Computers can help in reading comprehension, vocabulary, and grammar exercises. Now, language lag, it helps in developing listening and speaking skills. Computer communication using internet. Now, this is the latest trend going on. Now, we have two types of tools here, synchronous and asynchronous. Synchronous communication that takes place in real time. And when we say, this example is telephone conversation and voice conferencing. That is, when you are talking, the other person can listen to you immediately. When we say asynchronous, it takes a little while. That is our emails and all. Asynchronous communication, not at the same time, those with a time delay. Now, email, text messages transmitted over cell phones. So, well friends, we have discussed at length about ICT in ELT. We said ICT means Information Communication Technology. ELT is English language teaching. We have talked about different tools which can be used. We have discussed at length about multimedia, the use of multimedia in English language teaching. And throughout my discussion, I was trying to emphasize on a few specific tools which can be used conveniently in the classroom. The one is overhead projector, smartphone, laptop. With these few things, the teacher can do wonders in the classroom. Only a beginning is needed and a little time management is needed. If we feel that the work is more, we can work in collaboration. Maybe 4 teachers or 5 teachers together can take a lesson plan and work together. Similarly, pre-service students also can work in groups and prepare their lesson plans, and care should be taken to integrate technology in the lesson plans so that the classrooms becomes lively, interesting and interactive. For this, we need more planning, and I know we teachers of English language can do it. Let us do it, and we'll meet again in the next class, and I'm going to talk about competencies of English language teaching. Until then, bye. Have a nice day. Meet you again soon.